Wrestling Talk Now presents Big Red, JLB, Kid Crazy, Thursday Night Recap.
Welcome everybody to Thursday Night Rundown. I am Big Red. I'm with JLB and Kid Crazy.
What up, everybody?
Hey.
It's another afternoon recording live.
Yes, it is. Because why not?
Why not? Just why not?
No
excuses.
No excuses.
No excuses.
Well played.
So how was this week, guys? Big breaking news that nobody was waiting for. Yes, baby. I'm not happy about that situation. Well, I'm not happy, but I'm in a way.
I'm happy, but I'm happy. Yeah.
I'm happy for him. And I'm also a bit. How can I say? In a trolling vibe to all the people that because people are going crazy. Yeah, they're really insulting Kevin Owens on the.
Oh yeah.
On the social media, saying he should have never stayed, he should have went.
Oh,
I'm people that think they know better what's for Kevin Owens than himself. So
right.
When I saw it, I was confused. I'm like, what? Huh?
Well, I didn't believe it when I first saw it.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, this guy.
So,
gotta be.
For those that don't know, it has been reported that Kevin
Justin's
Owens,
always cold and he has a hoodie over his head.
Yes, I mean they know that. They better know that if they've been watching. If they don't, I don't know. For those who don't know, Kevin Owens has re-signed to WWE in a multi-year contract. That is all that we kind of know right now. As you can tell, Big Red isn't a happy camper.
Many of us are not really happy.
Well, look, I mean, but at the same time, I wasn't happy. But then I heard that there was reports that he possibly signed $2 to $3 million a year, and who's gonna turn that down? And then I'm like, there was reports of AEW couldn't match it or whatever, or they don't want to match it. And then I'm like, look, if it's $2-3 million a year, yes, AEW could match it if they wanted to, but then that would create such a thing in the locker room as well. Because we don't know how much the other stars are being paid. $2-3 million a year is a lot. That's freaking NHL player money. You know what I mean? That's like, so we don't know, but we don't know. It's still early reports. Yeah. We don't know if that's legit. Kevin Owens did mention, we reported it, that he was on Chris LePrat's radio station.
Pat LePrat.
Sorry. Who's Chris LePrat?
I don't know.
Sorry. Maybe
just in case he's listening.
Pat LeBrad's radio show had to be translated to me because it was in French. But you guys did it. You guys.
So what he says basically is they didn't know. I listened to the podcast maybe an hour ago, and they had no clue because Kevin Owens is a friend of Pat LeBrad. So he gets him on the podcast with him and Kevin Raphael, which are the two guys that do Raw in French on TVA Sport. So he had him on, and they had no idea. So Kevin Raphael asks him, people are asking me on the street, so I wouldn't feel comfortable doing this interview without starting off with this question. So are you staying? Are you leaving? I'm paraphrasing. I'm not quoting here. Right. So are you staying? Are you leaving? And he goes, but all I can say is I was supposed to leave on January 20, whatever, I forget the date, 20 something or 31st, whatever. No, it's 21st. Yeah. January 21st of 2022. Well, now my contract does end on January 21st, but not at 2022. So there was like a 5-second silence because they were shook. They had no idea. Right. And that's it. Basically, he says he doesn't mention how long the contract is. He just says it ends on the same day that it was supposed to end, but further down the line. He also mentions that he's been in WWE longer than any other promotion he's been at, whether it's Ring of Honor, anywhere else, that he feels like that's home, and he feels that that was the best decision for him and his family, and that he is happy there. That's basically a summary of what he said. Now, if anybody wants to go listen to the interview, there's two podcasts. There's the podcast where they show just a small clip of that part of the interview, and then there's the whole 45-minute interview with Kevin Owens. It's available on all podcast streaming services. Les Antipodes de la Lutte, it's called.
There you go. And we'll, if we remember, we'll put it down below.
Yeah.
Because
If
why not?
we remember.
I mean, as soon as it gets up, I'll just do it right away so I don't forget. Yeah. So, I mean, and that's the thing. I think he's mainly doing it for his family. I think the way he was talking, just by his voice, and then I got to translate it. But the way he was talking, it sounded like he respects the WWE to a certain extent. I think he's thinking of his childhood and so on. It seems like he still respects the company for what it is. And it looks like they respect him to a certain extent, because he can do it all, right? He can make people look good. He can be a bad guy. He can be a face. He can be a total asshole. He can be whatever they want him to be. And they've been in talks since fall. So they clearly needed him. I don't know if it has anything necessarily to do with the Coles of the world and the Bryans of the world necessarily leaving. I still think they would have tried to get something going with KO.
So with that being said, is he leaving? Is he going to start the new year as a champion? What do you guys think?
Well, first of all, that promo on Raw, I felt something more when he came out. He was on fire. What he was saying, he felt enthusiastic. I don't know if that contract was signed already by that time. I would think so, but nobody knows. But he felt like, okay, this is a new beginning for him, and he went all out in that promo. So I don't know, man. I don't think so. But hey, he just signed a new contract. Maybe that was part of the deal. I don't know what you guys think.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
After you.
Go ahead. Oh, okay. Go, damn it. We're not doing this.
Before I could, what are you smoking?
Nothing. It's like a cigarette of air.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, that looks interesting. Anyway,
Quit smoking, people. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think there's something that's telling me he's gonna win it, but there's another part that tells me Seth is gonna take it.
Oh, so one way or the other, you think Big E's losing?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel really bad for Big E because I think he's gonna lose it too. I feel like they're also gonna put it back on Lashley. I feel like they made Lashley look too big on Raw, and everyone else looked like crap. I didn't do a hot take, but I really wanted to. I thought this whole 3 matches to get to face at day 1 was ridiculous. It was such a waste of time. I knew it was gonna just be okay. After you beat one person, you're obviously gonna beat all of them.
You watched Raw?
Okay. And once again, I'm always like, why am I watching? Why? It's that freaking routine bullshit that WWE knows has a lot of following for, and just gets me every time. It just
I would have preferred maybe a gauntlet match, like one after another, than separated throughout the show.
Oh my god!
I like the fact that Kevin Owens didn't even let the Hurt Lock go in full.
Yeah. That was dope.
And I don't know why the commentating was a bit like
off
on that, because we all know why he tapped right away, right? He doesn't want to get injured or hurt before the match at day 1, which he explains later on in the backstage. I like the little partnership between Seth and KO.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have some chemistry there. They had some funny one-liners back and forth there with each other. So I like that. But obviously, I knew that Bobby Lashley was going to get put into this match.
We called it, even though it was an easy call.
Yeah, it was like they say, written in the sky, right? Yeah. We knew he was going to go. Now, is he going to win? I think they made him look strong enough, right? Already last week, he had beat up everybody. Cleaned the ring. Now this week he beats everybody in the ring in matches. I think that makes him look strong enough that he doesn't need to win the title at day one. So I think, but I'm still confused. I think they should leave it on Big E. I would love for them to give it to KO. I don't think Seth Rollins needs the belt, so I'm gonna go with Big E. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Big E.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I was processing it in my brain as I was saying it, and now I'll go with Big E.
Okay. Snap. I honestly think we're gonna see the same match at Mania.
Fatal Four?
Of a Fatal 4-Way. There's something along those lines. Either it's gonna be a Fatal 4-Way or a triple threat. I think we're gonna see Big E at Mania, and we're definitely going to see KO at Mania.
Well, they better be doing something because Mania's not doing good by ticket sales.
Hey guys, buy 3, get 1 free. You get an extra free. So I don't see Super Bowls doing that or World Series doing that. So I mean, 3 is still a lot technically. So
yeah.
Well, because you do have to sell now instead of I don't know how much it is with the configuration of the stage and everything, but guaranteed 50,000 instead of having to sell 50,000 tickets. Now you have to sell double because it's on 2 nights. So
I think it's like it's more than 50. I think they're looking at 75 to 80,000.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I didn't want to say too much without knowing that. But let's say 70 million. Go ahead. I
was just going to say they can't even sell a Raw. Raw was 5,200 people, I think, or 5,200 people, and it was like a 13,000 stadium.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, for that kind of show. So
and we saw in the pictures that they
not
basically
bad,
they
but
fill
it's
up
not
half.
good. You know, that's it's a Raw. Okay, sure, it's not WrestleMania, but I mean. I don't know, man. Like they didn't do that last year. They didn't do that the year before. When did they start these 2-night things? They only started it during COVID?
Yeah, it was the first,
Okay.
Because of COVID.
So I guess we don't really have much stats to work on with that then. But
and it was at the Performance Center, so
yeah.
So exactly. We don't know how ticket sales would have been.
That's fair. Either way, I don't know.
But still, let's say it's 70,000. Let's be generous and say 60,000. So 60,000, it's still 120,000 tickets you got to sell, man. That's a lot of tickets. And we know a lot of people are still scared because of the pandemic and stuff.
But even
I don't think WrestleMania is not selling because people think it's going to be a shitty show. I think it's just
considering you don't know anything about it though.
Well, there's that too, yeah. We don't know what matches are going to be done and anything.
I think it's a part of it could be a shitty show. To me personally, there's nothing you could put on paper from WWE that I'll buy a ticket right now.
I wouldn't go that far there. That's a bit much. However,
no, it's not.
But I mean, how do you sell WrestleMania without giving us any kind of main event yet or whatever, right? Like, why don't you just start selling your tickets after Royal Rumble? If your show is in April, 2 months should be more than enough time for people to buy tickets, get their stuff ready, and whatever have you. I don't know why they do this whole like 6 months in advance and whatever, especially now. Like your show has been shit for quite some time. You're not building your stuff up properly. Your feuds are garbage from what you're giving us. I'm not going to go as far as saying there's nothing you can put on paper that would make me want to get a WrestleMania, go to a WrestleMania, because there's some certain wrestlers I could put together that aren't being utilized that would give me fire matches. You know what I mean?
No, WWE. I'm sorry.
Bro.
No, give me anything with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. If Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are involved in a match, That I'll buy my ticket. I'll buy my plane ticket if they'll accept
And
me, and I'll go.
and that might be a Montreal biased or whatever. So,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
if we take that away, give me Finn versus Kevin. Give me
Yeah.
Ziggler versus Kevin. Give me Ziggler versus Ricochet. Give me Ricochet
Oh, yeah.
versus Nakamura. Give me, you know what I mean? There's give me, I don't know, give me Walter versus Lashley. You know
Oh,
what I
wow.
mean? You know, like there's stuff you can give me that might be interesting. You have to give me a good storyline with it too. But
And build it
hey,
up properly.
that's what you and build it up properly. That's on you, WWE. But there are matches on paper that you can, fire that can be fire matches. It's just they haven't booked properly.
Do you
for a
guys
hot
think
minute.
that Kevin Owens had put creative control into his new contract to a certain point? Because obviously Vince has the last call, but I mean, to a certain, we already know from past interviews that he basically, Vince gives him an idea for what he needs to say, but he basically writes his own promos.
Kevin, who's this? Kevin?
Yeah.
Owens, yeah.
Oh, really?
So
Interesting.
so you think when I say creative control, I don't mean promos. I mean
Yeah.
I mean to get to how can I
To
say
get to
this?
A to Z.
To know who he puts over or who he jobs for that way. I'm saying. Do you think he has any say in that? I don't
think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think that's a bit much. I don't think you even need to give KO that. I
because he
think
seems like
KO
he's a soldier. Yeah.
He seems like he's a soldier. He's loyal. He respects Vince. And again, I think that's just going back to what he remembers the WWE as. He's a very respectful guy, so he'll never burn bridges or anything like that. And he also doesn't seem greedy. Doesn't seem like he'll take too much. He's not Hogan here. He's
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
Hogan's not greedy. Wait.
Don't make me give you the finger poke of doom.
What are you talking about?
Guido, whoa, greedy, and we know we've heard all the stories about him refusing to job to certain people. So
that's it, and having creative control in his contracts at WC.
So do you think that Mount Rushmore tweet was a negotiation tactic?
For sure.
Oh yeah, well now,
right?
No,
for sure.
Because we believed he was going somewhere else.
That's it. Yeah. And he definitely it was all. I mean, it was one or the other. It was either he's trolling and a negotiation tactic for WWE to be like, oh snap, we got to give him something big, or he's bouncing. Mm-hmm. We can't afford to really lose that many people anymore of that caliber. We gotta give him something. Unfortunately, I think this is also going to be the cause of a release of a lot of other superstars.
Budget cuts are coming.
Right? First quarter's happening. At the same time, I also feel like KO would almost want that as a guarantee on his contract. Hey, I don't think he can, but hey, just also promise me like no one else is going to get cut within the next 6 months.
Yeah,
kind of thing. I could see Kevin Owens doing that. I don't know how good of a word you can have that on a contract, or there must be so many loopholes with that. But I can see KO doing something like that.
Yeah,
don't know
because he doesn't want to. Yeah, he doesn't want to be looked at as the guy that basically is the reason that another batch of wrestlers get.
Right.
It wouldn't look good to sign him to a $2 to $3 million contract and then right away after New Year's firing 20 wrestlers.
Right.
No. So I wouldn't be surprised that he asked for, if you guys are gonna do budget cuts or release wrestlers, please wait for I would say just after WrestleMania at least.
Yeah, which is probably when's going to be their next one anyway. So they probably had no problem doing that. They're like, oh, okay, sure.
Yeah. But I'm happy for Kevin Owens, and hopefully they'll book him and build him as a star he is.
I mean, at the same time, though, Kevin Owens easily could have been lost in the shuffle at AEW. Maybe for sure he would have been happier. But there's so much top tier talent in AEW right now. Kevin Owens could have easily been lost in the shuffle there too. So And I think KO just knows AEW isn't going anywhere either. So let me get that money. Family's going to be happy. Wife's going to be a happy camper. And then when all said and done, because there's a lot of talks of WWE really selling, right? And all that. So whatever. He'll take all the money he can get now. And then if he gets released, he gets released. He can go anywhere he wants. Because who knows, right? Vince could change his mind in 3 months and be like, screw Kevin Owens, whatever. I actually have nothing for him. I'm going to fire him, because then he doesn't have to pay him. I don't think he would only have to pay him, I think.
His old contract money?
Well, no, his current contract money. But I feel like there's a thing where he only has to pay him for like 6 months worth or something because he's an independent contractor. He's not a full-fledged salary, whatever, right? If it's salary employee, pay him the whole year. Or it would not even. Salary employees, when they get fired, you get 2 months of your salary. So Vince could easily do that since you're an independent contractor. Maybe he had it signed that you can't fire me for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, exactly. In the first half of the contract or in the first year or something like that. That's very plausible that was put into a contract. Yeah.
For sure.
I guess we shall see.
We shall see indeed.
And Sami Zayn is done when?
I think we had heard something about December him. I think it was before Kevin Owens, but I'm not sure because I haven't seen anything coming up about his contract.
So I think Sami's going to re-sign as well. I almost feel like KO would have maybe played a little role into that too. But I don't know. Then again, maybe they like Sami a lot too. KO and Sami are highly regarded to a certain extent and respected by WWE. Just because of a lot of people bitch, okay, they don't get this and they don't get that. But at the end of the day, they still get used with high profile stars too. Whether they're jobbed or whatever, doesn't matter. They're still on TV at least. You know what I mean? Sami just got the IC title, 6 months ago? Sami's always on TV. Whether he's on a good spot or a bad spot, he's on TV. So they obviously like him to a certain extent where this guy's always there. So I think Sami's going to re-sign too, man.
Wow. Yeah, I think so too. So I would love to see El Generico back, but I think he'll sign.
And okay.
And
I imagine Sami talked to KO. They're good friends too, right?
Oh, yeah.
They obviously talked or whatever, and that might convince Sami to stay as well, depending how much he gives him. I don't think he's going to get KO money necessarily, but he might get. But Sami's good too, man. Sami's a great heel. Sami can play that, nice, the nice guy as well, although they don't really use him that way. And he's a good wrestler too. We haven't seen it in him because he's this heelish character that's supposed to be trash, but Sami can go as well. So it's just WWE's not using him to that extent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I loved his work in the last 2 weeks with Brock has been great.
Yeah, it's been hilarious.
Their segments together,
the Clean Brothers.
What's the alpha Canadian alpha males?
Canadian alpha males.
So yeah, he's able to put his talents on display, guaranteed, whether they're in the ring, on the mic, heel, face. Yeah, man, Sami Zayn, and he seems like Kevin and like Cesaro. They seem like they're good guys, loyal. So these guys, I don't see them. If he gets offered, I say between around the 1 million mark. I'd say would be fair for Sami.
Yeah, I mean, and look, it's really always the fans bitching, right? It's the fans bitching about this. Just because you're not being used on TV doesn't make it necessarily a bad thing. If you're guaranteed a certain amount and you can go and just train and go and do this and go do stuff you want and build the business with that, it's your ideal thing to do. You know what I mean? For a lot of people. So just because we think, oh, they're not being used, it works for some of them. Look at Bo Dallas. This guy was like hardly ever used, and this guy went and got himself a Liv Morgan to be by his side. But he also has his own. Real estate company. You know what I mean? Like it works for a lot of people in that regard, especially if you're not going to be used, let's say for the house shows or whatever a lot. Maybe KO, that was part of his contract. You're not going to put me on the house shows, or I'm only going to do a certain amount of house shows a year and whatever, so I can spend time with the family kind of thing,
I definitely wouldn't be surprised.
Golden. That's golden money right there. 2 million or 2 million just the Raw and SmackDowns, bro.
We're talking about if he because everybody knows that a lot of the complaints we get from wrestlers in WWE is the schedule.
Right.
It's been for years, over 200 days a year. So if he, and I've seen people put it into their contracts before, if he put, I only wrestle 100 or whatever, 150 times a year max into his contract, and you're making $2.5 million a year.
Take it.
Look at Bo Dallas, like Justin was saying, he was in the company for a long period of time without ever being on TV.
Right.
And he kept, they never released him. They never fired him. He never saw him complain on social media or his wife complain. So some guys are just happy going to work, and people want to be on TV because it's more for a personal reason and not an ego reason, but for a personal reason. They want to be seen. They don't want to be forgotten in case ever they do get released. People still remember them. So
it's more money too, right? There's also more money because as soon as you're on TV, you're definitely going to go up from that. I think there's the low ball price where you're guaranteed this money, but if you do more, if you get a championship, if you think you're going to be used a lot more, so you're going to end up making a lot more than just your guaranteed money.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sort of ordeal. So it's just like any job, right? If a person goes into work, does the bare minimum, he's going to get a pass, but he's only going to get maybe a 1% raise. Whereas if a person goes in above and beyond, is the star of the company, is employee of the month every month, guess what? He's going to get a 5% raise. He's going to get more money.
5%.
Kind of sort of the same thing.
Yeah.
It's between that. It's between 0 and 5%.
I know. I'm joking.
That's
if you work for a company that gives you more, let me know.
Oh.
Yeah. 5% raise is pretty good.
5% raise is, and you have to be creme de la creme. You have to be top notch if you're 5%. Never got 5%. I've been close, but never there. Never.
I got 35 cents a year for like 6 years, so I'm an hour. So 5% is pretty good. But
so that's where we lead to SmackDown, guys. We talked about Sami and how they brought Sami back. Yeah. Sami came in his wheelchair. Wheel
of fortune.
Sami came in his wheelchair with his nurses bitching about Brock, and he's gonna sue. And Paul Heyman comes out. Excuse me, my name is Paul Heyman. I'm a Jew lawyer, and blah 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 blah. Comes into the ring. Sami threatens him. That's where we see the bad Sami come out, right? Mm-hmm. Like, just because I'm an athlete and I can rip your head off, Brock comes out, and then Brock gives some promo time, gives some nice promo skills. He can talk on the mic. We see that he's happier now. Mentioning that they're both Canadians, as we mentioned. Mm-hmm. Go moose hunting, but unfortunately Sami's a vegan, so that's not going to work out. It was good. It was great chemistry between the two.
Yeah, and they were about to take him away. They were about to go, okay, let's go spend some time together as alpha male, Canadian alpha males. And then Paul Heyman just loses his shit and like, what the fuck is this?
What did I get in the dispensary?
Yes. Yeah, that was good. And Brock just like realizes, what the fuck am I doing? He just proceeds to destroy.
Roman's not gonna be a happy camper when he comes back, though. You know.
Well, we saw Paul Heyman's face when Kayla Braxton, right, gives the interview backstage. Like, well, what is Roman gonna think of all this? And like, he's like, oh shit, yeah. so tomorrow we'll probably see another. I don't know if Brock is scheduled to appear on SmackDown again, but we'll definitely see some Roman Paul friction there
for sure.
I had no problem with the beating. I had with the beating that Sami got this week. I had a much big problem with last week, the way they did it last week. But last week, I mean, the week before for people. Right. But this week was okay. It fits the storyline properly. I just hope that this is not the last of what we'll see from Sami. I hope we'll continue to see him in this picture. Maybe not in the match at day one, but maybe get involved in the title picture in the next coming weeks. I would like that.
Maybe winning the Royal Rumble.
Ooh, yeah.
Sami?
He deserves it.
Sami?
Yeah.
Dude, that would be... No one would see that coming, though. Yeah. And how many people would really be angry with that?
I don't think many yet.
Sami...
And the pop it would get, yeah.
And the pop it would get. And you obviously... that you would have to really build them up, though, because to make that a convincing WrestleMania...
Sami?
You know? Well, I don't know. But if you do Brock versus Sami, a David versus Goliath kind of thing... Roman's not in the picture would be crazy, but you know it happens.
I think Sami should be for that. I would love to see Brock versus Sami, but I think Sami would need to be face in that program.
He's kind of getting there almost, right? Like
you see it.
See he's wimping out,
creating sympathy for him. Yeah, they're creating
sympathy for him. Brock's a dick. Whatever, so they're kind of doing that, and they can easily still do that between now and Mania and Royal Rumble. So, you know, so that would be kind of cool. We'll see. They don't know what they're doing half the time. So
true, that's very true.
Yeah, that's it. So we could plan it now, but they could change it the day before or the day of. So I would like to see a little fantasy booking here from your boy Kid Crazy. I would like to see. Sami Zayn interfere in the match at day one, make Brock win, and then challenge Brock for the title. Like that type of storyline, no matter how they do it there, but that type of storyline. That would, in part of his face turn. I would like to see that. I think that would be a big money match for WWE if they can do it properly. Obviously,
I think it's going to go the other way around, though. I think it's going to be. Sami made Brock lose. Brock faces Sami.
Yeah, that too. If it's not for
the guys really think they're gonna put Sami in the picture?
If they want him to re-sign, they will.
You guys are cutting a high tree.
That's what they did with Kevin Owens.
Yeah, but
bro,
it's not the same.
Don't downplay Sami's level of thing, though. It is the same. They're using Sami just as much as they use KO, though. They really do. They put both on TV all the time.
But you cannot compare the picture.
In the main event picture.
You cannot compare the main event picture to what Kevin has to the main picture of what Sami has.
Well, you can't because KO has been a champion. Mm-hmm. Of course not. But the level of entertainment that both of them bring are pretty much the same. This is why these two work so well together, because they're exactly the same. And it's legitimate. They both can wrestle. They both can talk on the mic. They both can carry on a good feud.
I'm not saying that he can't do none of it. I'm just saying it's not the same. It's not the same picture.
But I think you'd have to elaborate more for me to understand what you mean.
Okay, in the sense of, how do I put this? Like, if you put Kevin and versus.
Okay, I think I understand. Tell me if I'm wrong. What you're saying is they're making Sami look much worse than they're making Kevin look, right? That's what you're saying. Like they're both in the main event picture. They're both around the champions. They're both in the program with champions. They're both on TV every single week, more than once during the show. Mm-hmm. But just they might be making Sami look weaker than they are Kevin Owens. Is that what you're saying, type of thing?
More or less, yeah.
Okay, I could agree that they made Sami look bad recently, but there's,
but it's not done yet.
Exactly. Maybe that was all part of the whole Vince thing, trying to create sympathy, us feel bad for him. I think that's Vince's stupid ideas. That's part of that.
That's it. It's not done yet. I mean, Sammy's Kevin Owens moment could literally be at Rumble when he wins, or at Elimination Chamber when he wins that match. You know, like it's not there yet. KO is in this title picture. He's there. Day one. We'll see what happens. Boom, he's re-signing. We know he has a future. Now what's going to happen? What are they going to do with him? We'll see. KO has been to the championship picture, whereas Sami has not to that level. That's why you maybe don't see it the same, and I get that. But if you remember their stuff in NXT, bro, they're exact duplicates of each other. These guys face each other so much.
I agree.
In the Indies.
But I do not see in any shape, form of however you put it, Sami beating Roman or Sami beating Brock or Sami beating both. No.
They have to build them. They have to build them, though.
They have to build them really, 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 really.
There's a character. There's a character arc that's starting to be formed, and if they do it correctly, and they give him his opportunity at the perfect time, at the peak of his character arc, it could work.
You can't have whiny Sami because you're looking at into the whiny Sami lenses. You can't have whiny Sami do this at all.
I agree.
It can't be. You're never going to see whiny Sami be able to do this. Never going to be done. You have to have a more confident Sami. You have to have a Sami that's going to be ready and willing to step up and all that. So whiny Sami,
type of feel good story for Sami.
Yeah,
like Daniel Bryan beating WrestleMania, beating both in the same night.
Yeah,
kind of that arc how it went. We kept on feeling bad for Daniel Bryan because he never had his chance or always was squashed when he got his chance. Then they started beating him. Then the fans got behind. They started creating sympathy for him. Then the fans got behind him. Then he was totally over with the Yes movement. Yes, that was part of him. And then it got to the point where he was ready to take that title.
So Sami just needs his Yes movement right now. That's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the fans to go behind him. They got to do a character change. I don't know if this all can happen before Mania, but if they build enough for where, if let's say he wins the Rumble, the fans going to get behind him. They just have to make it look good. They have to make it look convincing.
We shall see.
I have confidence in that.
We shall see.
In Sami, I trust.
New crown for Xavier.
Okay, next topic.
Thank you. Just from that segment, I want that Viking Raiders T-shirt. You guys know which one I'm talking about?
No.
It's the one they have a shirt that says "Raid and Get Paid." So that's my new go-to T-shirt. I want.
Sounds awful,
Can we like put that up? I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's on the network, it was there when I checked yesterday. It was $32 if I'm not mistaken. But it says it's a black T-shirt with white writing, and it says "Raid and Get Paid." So I like a bit of destruction. So
is it white green? Is it white and green?
Oh, no. Maybe it's green and I didn't notice, or maybe
I'm seeing this.
Yeah, that's the one. I guess it was green. I just didn't notice.
So. Bro, what are you, 16? Is this what's going on here?
Can I see? Can I see?
Hold on. I
was trying to look. I was trying to find it to share it on the big screen here.
Well, clearly, good sir, you cannot Google properly. That's Uno number one. I'm gonna send it on the WT.
Oh, Raid and Get Paid.
It is green, right?
It's green. It's like a lime green. Like a Leon Green.
It's very like a 90s punk.
Like a DX type of green?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who's this from?
It's the Viking Raiders.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It is more green than I remembered it. But I still like that saying, "Raid and Get Paid." So I'll support the Viking Raiders since their own bosses don't support them.
We're gonna go clubbing shirt.
Yes, in the neon lights.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. If you're in a freaking rave, maybe.
Let's go to Fuzzies, guys.
Raid and Get Paid. That sounds like a perfect shirt for a rave. Jesus. Yeah.
Yes.
It's good for hey, we should wear that when the Canadians lose. We raid and we get paid.
Especially tonight. Oh, too bad you can't have instant delivery.
Can we put that in blurry? That
Gonna be a
logo
good
there.
time.
Let's put. I like
You
the
got-
color. I like Philly colors. I like Philly
Damn right.
colors.
Should also like the
I
team.
I used to like Philly. To be honest with you.
Yeah, they're a good team. I don't know why you changed to Les Canadiens, but that's on you.
I stay with my home.
Then you stay a loser at home, bro. What do you want me to tell you?
Hey, when your team wins 24 cups, we'll talk.
Oh Jesus!
Zinger.
Uh,
But
You won't go there.
yeah, Brock and Adam Pierce, guys.
okay, I can't stand Pierce no more.
That was a funny segment with that
Yes,
with that
but-
foldable phone. It's amazing. It's such a Brock thing to do to have an old phone like that.
but Pierce and Sonia.
The film?
Oh God, I can't.
Well, I don't know. They're making Sonya more a wrestler now and whatever.
Yeah, they're
I mean,
transitioning
look,
her back.
it's better than having John Laurinaitis as the guy than Power.
I like John Linus.
Yeah.
Or the anonymous GM.
Or the I kind of missed that. I kind of missed that technically. With Michael Cole.
I miss William Regal.
Yeah, I don't
Let's
know.
get Funaki, #1 announcer.
Oh Jesus! Well, he's there technically. He's announcing for the
Oh, is he?
for
The Japanese commentary.
Japanese commentary.
I liked him.
He's been there for a hot minute, but yeah, I mean, I didn't mind it. I didn't get. I don't know. It's fine, I guess. It's just such a bully tactic, and I know he's Brock and whatever.
He's
and that's
bully.
what he does.
Brock is a bully.
But the whole slicing of the thing, and they named him Pierce and whatever. Like, I'm cool with that. But I mean, when you have like 9-year-olds watching this, like, it's a bit much, especially when you're going into so much detail of like killing your moose and then like slicing them open. I'm just kind of like,
I think they're trying to get more edgier.
Yeah.
by going really Canadian with it, with moose hunting.
Saskatchewan.
It was a big graphic, though. I'll have to admit. But that being said, I've seen 9-year-olds go hunting and be part of a hunting party, and they haven't gutted deers or anything, but be around that. I have a
Easter egg hunting?
I have a few friends that their family are really huge hunters, and they've been going since they're kids. So
okay, yes, I know people like.
But I can see how some vegan people might get mad after that segment. Definitely. So
Right.
So yeah, I guess when you have 2 million people watching every week, you can't please everybody. Some people are gonna like some stuff. Some people are not
don't know
gonna like
how
some stuff.
they get that many people.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Well,
It's
SmackDown's
it's
good.
on Fox. I mean, yeah, it's all right. But it's also on Fox. It's on a Friday night at 8. What plays on a Friday night at 8? Nothing really.
Not much. We don't have the TGIF days as back of.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, if you had the ABC Family Days, then yeah, it'd be a
If
different
we had
story.
some Boy Meets World or some Family Matters.
Yeah, that's it.
So I don't see any other thing. Many networks, and we're talking about the networks because that's what Fox competes with. They don't compete with TNT or with USA. They compete with the CBS, NBC. So I don't really see anything other than SmackDown that can really take away that many viewers from SmackDown. So SmackDown is good. I think their floor is 2 million. I think they still have a ceiling that they can reach, maybe if they're lucky, maybe 2.5, 3 million. But I think we've reached a stagnation of viewers. Whether it's Raw with 1.6, that's been up and down a few things, and SmackDown at 2 million. It's basically what we're going to get for the foreseeable future.
Right.
So that 2 million people watching SmackDown, and how did it end? Does anybody remember how it ends? Because I don't have that in my notes. How did the show end? It was with.
I think it was a match. No.
Was it? Let me see if I have it over here on my computer.
I don't recall.
SmackDown results.
Oh, we forgot to talk about Liv.
Well, that would be Raw.
That would be on Raw. Where it's next up, buddy. Calm down. Calm your little Liv.
I thought that we did
Liv
Raw
team.
because of Kevin.
Oh no, yeah, we talked a bit about his
Yeah,
segment.
we kind of went over with everything Kevin Owens because he deserves it.
Well,
But yeah,
sorry.
we didn't do
Do
it.
you like
yet.
this Rey Mysterio Mattel action figure?
I saw that you had it up before.
Oh, it was the New Day.
Oh,
Is
nice. That
anyone
isn't bad. Not too shabby. Nice.
selling it? If you guys are interested.
I I used to have the old school Rey Mysterio from WCW. It was the miniature one that came with the giant.
Do you still have that?
No, I sold all my wrestling figures for like $200 like ages ago.
Oh,
I had a
jeez.
shit ton.
Yeah, but it was the New Day.
Versus.
New Day versus. I just went.
Usos?
I don't think it was even the Usos. SmackDown results.
No, because that's at day
Oh.
one.
That's at day one.
I'm so confused.
Dun, dun, dun. God damn it.
Rey
I'm there
Mysterio
right now.
6-1.
It was the New Day versus Arcade Bro.
All right. And technically, the finals are delayed.
Yeah, delayed because of they mentioned it on Raw why it was delayed, but I forgot. But anyways, it's not
Because of
I think Randy's injured or something.
no, it's not Randy. It's the other one. The
Riddle.
no,
Well, there's only two in Arcade Bro.
Bianca's husband.
Oh, the Street Profits.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Arcade Bronament, right? That they're calling it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's that was the end of Raw. That's the end of SmackDown. Sorry, there was also Shinsuke Nakamura and and Ricky Boogs
Boo.
versus Los Lotarios. I keep on forgetting. I've been wanting to make fun of that tag team on the podcast for the last couple of weeks, and I keep forgetting. But that's a horrible name for these guys.
Who are they?
These guys are,
I clearly haven't.
Umberto Carrillo and what's his name? Garza. What's his name?
Garza. Okay,
Angel?
Garza.
Angel Garza, exactly. Los Lotharios. So yeah.
What's wrong with the name?
I don't know.
I'm guessing
ring well.
it's paying homage to what's his face?
Jose Lothario.
Exactly. Yeah.
I thought it was that, but I don't know. It doesn't match that tag team too much. It feels like they're trying to push it down our throats because these guys are good.
When I see them, they remind me of Primo and.
Oh Jesus! Well, if that ain't racist.
Primo Cologne and
yeah, that's what they remind me of. They remind the Colognes.
Well, they're better. I think they're better.
They're better, but I get that.
Yeah, and Vince
Vibe.
just does the same thing all the time too. Let's put two Spanish guys together.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's do that. Like the only person he didn't do that was with Rey Mysterio, but then again, he put him with his son. So like
Mm-hmm. They are cousins, but yeah, I think they're better individuals than they are a tag team. But I guess when you don't have nothing for them, let's put them in the tag team. We have a shitty tag team division. Throw them there.
They really are cousins.
Yeah.
Oh.
They really are cousins. It's not kayfabe. So yeah, I guess that's SmackDown. Rampage, FTR versus Lucha Bros for the AEW Tag Team Championships.
Oh yeah, great match.
Do we have to say anything more?
I think this is the fuck. I don't want to say that it was better than the Young Bucks versus Lucha Bros.
Oh,
but it's pretty close. And I didn't feel. I don't know if you guys remember me saying this a few weeks back. That sometimes when the Lucha Bros are in a match, and sometimes it looks like they're waiting for the next spot.
They're waiting for their spot. They're preparing. Yeah.
In this match, I didn't have that feeling. It was more free flowing, more. I don't know if they rehearsed it more than previous times, but
I feel like that's an FTR thing. That's an FTR thing, making them like look good and go into a certain position where it's not. Yeah,
I totally agree. It's FTR with how good they are. They make the match look better, and
that's it.
And it was a very good match. Perfect way to start off Rampage. You got me hooked for the rest of the show.
Talking about Hook.
Wow, what a perfect segue. Yes.
Someone had his coffee today. Hot thing to them.
But yeah, Hook, impressive. I don't know what you guys think, but I was I guess my expectations maybe were low, and that's why I was really impressed. But what do you guys think?
I enjoyed it. I see something.
Yeah, no, I've heard the guy's name all week before it, and I was like, why is everyone talking about Hook? Like, it's crazy. And then comes out, I'm not expecting much. He looked like a jobber when he was on Taz, just being part of the team there. But the guy can go very MMA style for very old school wrestling. He's pretty good. I think it made Fuego look a little. I mean, Fuego looked okay, but I feel like you should have just gave him a little bit more to do, but you got to make what's his Hook look good. And
Yeah, I guess that was the goal there. Yeah.
Question: when is the the TNT title match?
for
Cody versus Sami.
Battle of the Belts.
Also for Battle of the Belts.
Yeah, I don't think it's on Holiday Bash. I think it's.
No, I thought it was supposed to be yesterday. That's why.
No,
Unless it's on Rampage, I don't know.
I'm not sure if it's on Rampage, but I knew it was on yesterday because they had only promoted four matches.
Okay.
So I had a feeling that they weren't gonna have time for that match. But yeah, man, Hook. I like his technique in the ring. He's got the looks.
Yep.
He's got the physique. It looks like he's got the in-ring ability. If this guy can pull a promo, he's gonna be successful, guaranteed. Plus his shirt. I don't know if you guys saw this one too. His shirt just passed CM Punk as the most sold shirt on AEW Shop Zone or whatever.
Wow. The shirt that says Hooker.
No, well, I think it just says Hook.
It just says Hook.
Yeah.
In white letters on a black shirt.
Oh.
That's crazy how that would surpass CM Punk's. That's nuts.
Yeah. I
That's
guess
all
people
Taz,
really
all Taz's friends buying into that.
Or probably Taz himself. Because he looks like a proud father, and who wouldn't be? You know,
right? Who wouldn't be? Yeah.
So yeah, I enjoyed that. Main event: Adam Cole versus Wheeler Yuta.
I like Wheeler.
I think he has potential.
Well, I like Chaos. Period.
This guy's wrestled a lot of times, though. I feel like this is like the first or second time I'm seeing him. You know, so I was just kind of very confused. But I guess he's wrestled in Elevation and Dark for quite a long while. So
I believe he was in. Wasn't he? He wasn't. I think he was at NXT for like a short while.
Oh,
okay.
I don't remember him.
And
well, it's probably because he was a different name, so probably.
But like like a flash in the pan. And then
because we've seen him recently with Trent's injury, he was tagging up with Chuck a few times in a few matches. Right. Obviously, this match was to set up Adam Cole versus Orange Cassidy. It seems like where they're going with this.
Yeah,
and take my money. I'm all for it. It was a good match. Adam Cole always delivers. So. And
what's the big gift?
Well, yeah, we're
going way ahead. That's
dynamite.
That's dynamite.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm everywhere. Sorry,
but it's okay. It's okay. So overall, Rampage was a good show. I think all segments were worthwhile and all had a usefulness to them. So that's what you want in a 1 hour show. Some good wrestling, advancement in storylines. That's what you want. That's what they give us. So good show for Rampage. Raw. Raw. So the opening is the Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley comes out and with MVP starts blasting everybody, and then everybody else comes out and they have this. Bobby Lashley has to take on three opponents, right? That's what they went with. And like we said before, KO. I really enjoyed KO's segments in this storyline.
Right. Yep.
I think he was. If he didn't know already, which I think he did know already that he was signing or that he already had signed a new contract. I think they gave him a new woof. It's like a
Yeah,
new
but
beginning.
he's always been very eccentric though the past
Yeah,
few
that's
weeks.
true.
So,
That is true.
I mean, I think he was just kind of giving them everything he had,
Mhm.
kind of thing. So, I mean, it's very possible he had already signed. That would definitely give you a jolt. But if he didn't, and maybe it was decision day, meet me after Raw, and I'll let you know.
Mm.
Maybe that was his
Yeah,
kind of
that could be
final
that.
hurrah. Like, all right, let me give it all. But I'm gonna face you, Bobby Lashley, and I'm gonna do this thing with Seth Rollins because I love Seth Rollins, and if I don't resign, I love you guys.
And he said when he said that he's the greatest, or I don't know exactly what he said, but he said that he's the best wrestler in the world, or whatever. He didn't say it exactly with those words, but he said it that way. The pop that the crowd gave were backing him up after saying that. I think that proves to you that he's got the fans behind him, and that
Right.
there's possibilities for him to be even a bigger star. So I guess go ahead.
And I was just going to say, and I think that's why he went so electric with
Mhm.
it, because he knows Vince is going to hear the fans. Vince will ultimately listen to the fans at the end of the day, to an extent, and that's what kind of maybe made Vince like, shit. You know what? This guy, he's worth $1 million. You know what I mean? Like, let's go. Let's give him 2 mil. Rumored. Let's give him 2 mil, 3 mil. So, yeah, and I think that's why maybe he did it, because this was kind of the only time we really saw KO be crazy eccentric and happy since like the Jericho friendship anniversary days.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think that's why he did it. He's all part of the negotiations. Guy's a smart dude. He knows what's up. He knows the fans are behind him. He just knew WWE didn't care for the longest time, so he didn't give a shit. And then, all right, time to negotiate. Let me Mount Rushmore this. Let me do that. Let me get really eccentric. Oh, you're going to use me? All right, let me show you what I got. You know what I mean? It's all part of negotiations, and the man's a genius for doing it how he did it.
And I think his wrestling IQ is so high that he knows.
Yeah.
So.
Boom. Did we have anything else aside from the matches?
Liv Morgan?
Yes.
How you forget about Liv Morgan?
Because her promos are very forgettable. Excuse me. No. Too soon? Too soon? I mean, first of all, you promo in front of these freaking fans who are always yelling.
And why do you
while
give
you're
them,
doing the promo? Like, why is your mic so close to them? Like, God damn it, Liv, one job. Like, you're getting this opportunity to face big time Bex, and you make
Who's gonna be your women's champion, by the way?
Big time Bex? I know.
No, Liv Morgan.
Huh. But I think she's too
January
shy.
1st?
Is shy even? Can I even say shy? Because who in the middle of a promo,
innocent, not confident,
innocent, exactly,
lacking experience,
because I've never seen nobody stop in the middle of a promo to acknowledge a fan's whatever they yelled at her or whatever.
Right.
Like you're talking to Becky, and then like you turn to the fan, oh, thank you. Nah, man, it just doesn't work. I don't know. It doesn't work for me, man. She needs a mouthpiece.
That's the problem. She's new to it. She's excited to get all this love back. It's inexperience. And unfortunately, it's showing live on TV. I don't know what Vince thinks about it, but at the end of the day, Vince loves it because she's a hot piece of ass. That's Vince's words, not mine. Vince didn't actually say that, but I'm sure he's thinking it, so I'm paraphrasing in his head. Yeah, but no, just I don't know. I don't think she's gonna win. I don't see Liv being WrestleMania. Going into WrestleMania as champion, at least.
I'm telling you.
You can tell me all you like, good sir. I have one ear; it can easily go out the other. I'm telling you, this is
Liv Morgan is not a big money draw for WrestleMania. That's
the thing, yeah, man. Like not now. Like someone take her out to the back and teach her how to promo and make sure it's not Natalia because Natalia can't do it either.
I'm gonna FaceTime you.
By all means,
both of you.
Give her a mouthpiece. Give her somebody that can talk for her, and she'll probably, because if this continues like this, I guarantee you she will lose. She will lose the overness that she has with fans right now. Because fans are going to get fed up.
Exactly. And her wrestling ability is good. It's not good enough for you to have no promo skills, though. You're not Asuka. You know what I mean? You're not an Asuka in the ring. And granted, Asuka, she doesn't speak freaking English well,
Mhm.
and she can kill it in a promo. Like, she has no freaking charisma. Like I said, her promo skills are Natalia's skills in the ring. This is a thing. It's a shirt. It's a shirt. It's a fact. It's a validation. It's the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me, the WWE gods. You're doing nothing. Like, she has no charisma. I don't know. Get some charisma. Go talk to The Rock. Be the most electrifying woman in all of sports entertainment. But you can't, because The Rock isn't there, and Becky is trying to help you, and you're not working. She broke your arm. You're going to come back hurt. You're going to face her in day one, and you're going to lose because you got no charisma. That's it. And that's how you do a promo, guys.
So will we? Yeah, I totally agree. So will we not see her for the next 2 weeks?
I think she'll maybe just be doing vignettes and all that.
Because
I think there's going to be a best of, though, if I'm not mistaken, on either Christmas or New Year's. So there's not even going to be any wrestling.
right.
Well, basically,
Or
it's
gonna be
WWE programming.
pre-recorded.
That would be for the wait, today we're the 17, 18, 19. So the 20th and then the 27th. So I guess the 27th will be the day, Raw 27th, right? The 13th, yeah. 2027, exactly. So Raw the 27th is going to be a best of. It's going to be W programming. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So we're probably not going to, if we see her, we're going to see her on Raw this coming up Monday. And then after, she should be ready for her match. Because why I'm saying this is for everybody that didn't see Raw, Becky completely destroyed her arm.
Forearm.
Yeah, her arm in the stairs, in the steel steps. So, and then she accepted her challenge to fight at D1,
Right.
at day one. So
D1 at
Yeah.
D1 at D1.
So yeah, that's her. I don't think I think Bex. They still need to keep it on Bex for a while at
You
least.
guys always disagree with me. Jeez. I could say the sky is blue. No, it's a different shade of gray.
I
mean,
agreed with you before.
I'd agree with you that it's blue. I would like to say you do become a whiny little bitch when we don't agree with you. You should just take it, and it's a subjective opinion. It's a subjective opinion, and when you're wrong, and when you're right, you're right. It's all subjective, bro. We're not going against you. It's just
exactly. We're just giving our opinion.
Sometimes it's poubelle. It's in the trash.
Dirty Dogs, bro. Can somebody do something with Finn Balor? Because I'm really starting to get mad. Right?
I could release him if you want to.
Yeah, just release him, bro.
Well, if you're not gonna do, yeah. Well, I guess I don't know. Maybe he doesn't look interested too. So he's part of the blame in this too.
Well, I mean, because dude. I mean, he's been there so long. They've done nothing with him for so long. So at the end of the day, I think it's just, whatever, bro. I'll just tell me what you want. Okay, cool. I'll do it. This is this. Like, he'll do it for the fans. He'll put on as much as he can. But at the end of the day, he's not going to
go back to New Japan and.
Yeah, but with COVID, bro, and all this shit, like, fuck it. He doesn't want to deal with the traveling and all that. I don't know if he's necessarily on the house shows either. Maybe he has a deal where he just does the live TV. So,
Yeah,
that's it.
I guess. Yeah, I just for where he was and where before that injury, winning the Universal title, and where he is now. Shit, man, this guy. And sometimes his matches seem like they're redundant. Always the same 4 moves that he does. So,
but he's been like that for a while now.
Yeah, it's true. That is true. I've been noticing it more and more in the last, let's say, year and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe in NXT, when he went back to NXT, there was a bit of an uptick in his charisma or stamina, whatever. And then when he back to the main roster, it seems like it's gone back down.
Exactly.
Again,
exactly.
So we'll have to wait and see what's up with Finn Balor.
Moving on.
Hey, the 24/7. Anybody did not notice that trampoline, or was it just me that noticed the trampoline?
You never noticed there was a trampoline?
Oh yes, I've noticed it before, but most of the time when Reggie's using it, it doesn't. He does it pretty good. But what's her face? Dana used it this time, and it was so blatantly obvious that I think it ruined the rest of the segment. Well, the whole segment.
Oh, damn. He had a trampoline this whole time? I thought that was just his jumping.
In some cases, there's a trampoline. He could jump off things and do those flips, but to jump on top of things, that's where he uses that trampoline.
Oh, well, dude, he could jump high though. I just assumed
he could,
jumping like crazy. So I don't know. But when he goes to the ring,
yes, it's a trampoline. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that was pretty high. I was like, no way.
Same as Sin Cara, it was a trampoline.
See, Sin Cara, I knew there was a trampoline.
Yeah.
But Reggie, I guess the camera guy is so good at it.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what they did this time. Basically, it was a snowbank, but because she did it so horribly that everybody saw it was a trampoline. So I thought that was funny.
I missed this segment. I think I fast forwarded.
Yeah.
It's probably fast forwardable for sure.
Yeah.
And then whatever. No one's meaner than Tamina was there. Guys, you ruined my thing.
Again,
I blame you. I blame you. You. And then, same old crap, different atmosphere.
We got our first look at Gable Stevenson on Raw. He was sitting on the ringside.
Yeah.
And they announced him a future superstar of Raw, drafted to Raw, and the Hurt Business went to go compliment him. So I wouldn't be surprised if he makes his debut with the Hurt Business.
And technically, his younger brother got hired. Is
part of the Next in Line project.
Is with the NXT.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. They also announced all the Next in Line university prospects.
Right.
Most of them are football players, amateur wrestlers, or the women are athletes, track and field, or basketball.
Right.
So they're all athletes. Let's see how many of them will come out and make their way into the wrestling world.
I just don't see how all of them would want to be wrestlers, though.
Let's see after they take the first bump and see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people quit after that first bump. So yeah, some people might not make it out of there. But I think we can obviously see where WWE is going right now. They want to find new talent. They want to find the next big thing, and that's what they're going with. Yeah, and I guess that's it for Raw. Belair Doudrop. You guys have anything to say about Belair Doudrop?
I want Doudrop to change her name. But besides that, no.
That was a good match, though. I enjoyed that match. I was so curious to see if Belair could actually pick up.
Yeah, that was very impressive.
It's going to happen.
Did to an extent, and I was like, "Oh snap!" I'm like, "Okay," but really, so I'm just kind of curious more on that. I'm not into Doudrop though. It's the name, perhaps.
It's the name.
It's just so beneath her. You know?
Yeah,
I completely agree. I think she's good in the ring. I think she's got charisma. I think she also has a good wrestling IQ because she seems like she reads the crowd well.
Right.
But Doudrop just it's not a good name.
I'm trying to remember her name in NXT.
It's a Piper Nixon or something like or Niven.
Piper Niven.
That's
Niven,
it.
Yeah, exactly. Piper
Go back to that.
Yeah, Piper Nixon is kind of porn star name. Yeah,
or just Piper.
I'm pretty sure it is. You sick bastard. Or Piper Niven, like make it go back to what NXT was, what it was in NXT, but I know Vince wouldn't want to do that. Or just give her another name. Give her like Tammy Hammer. I don't know. Like, it's better than freaking Doudrop.
That's pretty good. You secretly work for Vince McMahon.
I clearly not. I mean, when you use Doudrop, Jesus.
Tammy Hammer.
Oh shit! We're about to forget Edge.
Don't make me go ham.
Yeah, exactly.
Edge
and Miz segment.
So that was a swerve.
Really?
I mean, it was. We thought it was going to be a whole tag match kind of thing.
Oh,
What's her name is pissed. Miz had put Maurice in the way of Edge.
To protect him from the spear, yeah.
To protect from the spear. And then she got pissed. She slapped him, understandably so. So that was a nice little twist.
I wonder where they're going to go with this Maryse the Miz friction there.
That's it. So I don't know if maybe. I mean, I would think it's just going to be a ploy. It's just going to be a work.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah,
I know this is
from both of them, right? Yeah.
This has nothing to do with wrestling, but I just read that the hockey game tonight, it's going to be no fans.
Oh, we're going there already. Ooh.
Oh my God, bro! I have a concert on February 2nd. What is going on here?
It just breaking news that there will be no fans be allowed at the Bell Center tonight versus the Flyers.
Oh, shit's about to hit the fan, boys.
I won't be surprised if we're going to be home.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, no fans at the Bell Center tonight. I mean, as long as the match is still going on and I see the Habs lose is all I really care about. But I don't have tickets for the match. Thank God I didn't have tickets for the match, I guess. This is one I would probably would have wanted to have seen live, but apparently not. Damn.
Yeah, I just got that right now.
Whew. We're gonna hear this announcement in 40 minutes, guys. This, I guess that's what it's going to come to.
So no fans at the Centre Bell tonight.
So it looks like there's gonna be some further restrictions going to be announced in 40 minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
C'est le nouveau normal.
And we're finishing this before that starts because I'm gonna.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get to it. So, Ms. Edge. Oh, how'd you guys think about that Hall of Fame vignette? That was gold. Come on.
And the fact that WWE tweeted it afterwards was jokes. I was like, oh,
the Hall of Fame. I think I missed this part, man.
Bro, you gotta stop. You gotta wake the fuck up when you're watching that, bro.
Because you know how they do it.
You work early, but goddamn.
You know when they announce the every year, every week, and the new member of the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
They always do this like video vignette about their career. Well, they did one, but for Miz.
Oh.
And Miz goes, your first inductee to the 2022 Hall of Fame, The Miz. And then the vignette starts, and it was a vignette of his career. It was amazing. It was funny. Yeah. It got me to pop. So The Miz. And then Edge comes out, and Edge starts blasting him. He goes, because people were, how did he say it? Because people didn't believe in you during your career, you basically, what he said was you built this this carapace, how do you say that in English? The shell around you, and now you think you actually believe your BS. So that he's
Edge, you think you know me?
Yeah. Yes, that was great too. Yes, thank you for reminding me. But that's why Miz is good. Miz is good.
That's why MJF is just a lower class Miz.
Yeah, less famous Miz.
Less famous Miz. Lower class. I'm sorry, MJF. Not lower class. That's harsh. That's harsh.
But give me that match. I think it'll be a great match.
Yeah, I think
hope
it'll be a good time. Yeah.
If it's as good as their promos are going.
That's a fair assessment, John.
I mean, I think you need to give me like a hard. I think you need to give me like a
you want me to agree with you, no?
I love you guys. You guys kill me.
I think you need to give it like either a last man standing or a hardcore match or something. Though you need to give it some kind of stipulation.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah, put a little bit of spice on it. I agree.
A little bit of salt-based spice. You know.
I'll go with the 3 out of 2 falls.
Or 3 out of 2 falls. Iron Man, even.
Yeah.
Just give me something.
Iron Man. We're gonna talk about an Iron Man soon.
30 minutes. Yes, we will. That's a valid point. So speaking of which, AEW Dynamite. We're pretty much.
God damn it! I watched. Okay, now
did you were you awake for this one?
I was awake. I was watching this at exactly 2 p.m. Eastern time today.
Oh, okay. So you weren't awake for this one.
I was wide awake. I was there.
You watched it today, though.
Yes.
Okay. So you were asleep for the original when it happened.
Yes. And I was watching my social media, and I was watching spots. I'm like, I can't wait to get home. Can't wait to get home. And I got home, and I watched the match, and I'm wearing my Adam Page shirt on today because, God damn it, I just finished watching real wrestling.
The match itself
amazing.
Was amazing. Maybe not as good in quality as the 30-minute draw with Kenny Omega, but still very good.
Yeah.
It's hard to go 100 for 60 minutes, you know.
Right.
They had like 3 commercial breaks, or maybe even 4.
Four, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, during that match. So it's hard to keep the momentum going as strong. Do I like the finish? Absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Well, yes and no. I'm kind of on the fence. I
I'll
like the
100%.
fact. I just like the fact that Adam Page was about to win
Yeah.
Yes.
because he hit it, and
At
then
least,
it ended.
yes. At
So I
least
was
that.
like, okay, it's
Because-
just whatever. At least it wasn't just both men were knocked down and then it called.
The way I see this is like this: if Page, if Page,
Baj.
Page, oui, if Page won that match, to me it would seem like, okay, you know what, Brian's done. Let
Not
me
at all.
finish. Let me finish.
All right.
Brian is done. What's next? But if Brian won, they would make Page's term as world champion very short, and that wouldn't be good either. So I said, let's do a draw, continue this rivalry till whichever next event they do. That's how I see it.
Costa, go first.
Crickets. So here we go. That's what I'm gonna say why I don't like the finish.
Mm.
Because I'm fed up of 50-50 booking. Okay,
Mhm.
you don't want to make Brian Danielson look weak, but at the same time you don't have the balls to take the title away from Adam Page right now. So that's Tony Khan. Well, I'm assuming, I'm speculating. I don't know. I didn't talk to him obviously, but this him not knowing what to do, giving it to. He wasn't sure if it was going to hurt Adam Page by taking away, and he wasn't sure if giving a loss to Brian Danielson was going to hurt him going forward. I don't think that would have been the case at all. Just like Brian Danielson losing to Adam Page would have been a problem, but that's not where I would have went. I think there would have been a problem if you want to create heat for the heel and sympathy for the face. You would have made Brian win with
Right away, first
an elite-
defense.
with an illegal, but by cheating.
Okay.
By cheating, and then you have your top baby face, chase your top heel for until the next pay-per-view, and then you have a match where you could get back the title to Adam Page.
So then, and would you make Adam Page win the second match?
Guaranteed.
So you'll make him a 2-time champion in less than four.
The first, because that's very important.
Two-time champion.
The first 2-time champion, and he's an original AEW.
Okay.
That's where I would have went. Because
Mr.
this 50-50 booking, I know it's not the same way WWE does it. WWE does it 1 week, one wins, the other week, the other wins, and they keep on doing this 50. The 50-50 booking is because you don't want to put, nobody wants to, well, I don't know. Tony Khan doesn't want to put nobody over the other for now. So that's the same reason. The same reason was a 30-minute draw against Kenny, which I think that the way it was booked was good.
Mhm.
Because
You
now
wanted more.
exactly, eventually you're going to get that match, that big match. But this going forward in a short-term period, not what I would have gone with. But
Mr.
Listen,
LeBlanc.
I'll
Well, I was waiting for Mr. Kid Crazy to finish. So I think you just make Daniel lose. At this rate, with their double DQ, or if you want to call it that way, or their time running out, is basically WWE's version, their WWE version of disqualification. And I think at this point they are using it like that, where we're going to get annoyed of that too. When you did it with the Kenny Omega and Bryan match, cool story. But I mean, what is the harm? Daniel Bryan here is heel.
Mhm.
Adam Page is your go-to guy. He's your AEW guy. He's your AEW star. The fans like him.
Mhm.
If Adam Page would have just won at that time, boom, 1, 2, 3, at that last second or last 3 seconds, bro, it's perfect. You had both men go to the absolute end. It doesn't even make Daniel Bryan look bad at all. You didn't need for it to go to a draw, because I didn't lose interest in the match per se, but I was annoyed because I knew that it was going to be. I saw that
Exactly.
it was 9:45 or 8:45, and I was like, "This is going to go to a draw."
Remember,
And I was
I sent you a message saying this
Yeah.
looks like it's going to be a 60-minute draw. Yeah.
Yeah, so uh good match. I mean, there's nothing wrong there. It's just you're almost plagued because we've seen this so much by WWE in terms of no DQs or disqualifications back and forth, that although you've only done this twice, you've done this twice with the same wrestler. And because you're not going to get anyone to get involved because you guys don't like going that route, we all know you're going to go the route of doing a draw. So time limit draws should not be a thing that you use all the time. I don't think New Japan does it all the time. What's up here? I think Paige should keep.
I think Paige and defend against Kenny Omega when the comeback. Yeah, that looks like that's also. Well, we know that when Kenny comes back, he'll definitely be back in the title picture.
For sure.
For sure.
I don't know. It might be a whole.
It depends who's champion. If Adam Page is still champion at that time, I think he gets
Well,
his
there's
revenge.
there's
His
also
rematch, I mean.
well, it all depends if Kyle is coming.
Yeah, because I think they're gonna do a super. I think they might do like the elite versus the undisputed elite kind of thing.
Right. And then
so
you
that
put
could
Kenny
easily be a
out of
thing.
that picture, and I look, if Paige wins and for a while, next year, whatever, I'm seeing MJF in the belt picture.
Yes. Yeah, in 2022, I think he might not win the title, but he'll definitely have a championship match. I think
that's what's next for.
Yeah, they even mentioned, right? CM Punk says, "Oh, I'm in the title picture," and MJF says, "Oh, me too." Like they're like the next in line. So I hope we're seeing MJF and not CM Punk. I think people would be happy for CM Punk, but I'm honestly down for him not to win it. He doesn't need it.
Nope.
I think it will. The way I see it, it's going to be MJF is going to beat Page if they do this long term, as they always do. And sorry, let me rephrase that. CM Punk beats Page, and MJF takes the belt from CM Punk.
And that's going to be Backlash, though.
Why would it be Backlash?
Because you're going to have a WWE guy beating an AEW guy. Now, I know Punk is not WWE 7 years.
Yes, but then you have an AEW guy taking the belt back.
I don't think I don't think they'll do Page that dirty.
Okay, but it's the same thing as if Daniel wins, he's a WWE guy.
But Daniel has more. Okay, I guess
Daniel is more popular than CM Punk. Guaranteed.
I would say
CM Punk has a niche, but
yeah. So CM Punk has a niche, and I think Daniel Bryan was always considered as an indie guy, no matter what.
Who?
Daniel Bryan was always considered as an indie guy. CM Punk was too. I remember CM Punk being very popular in ROH and whatever. People were very excited by him. But for some reason, people kind of remember his WWE and his pipe bomb. You know what I mean? MJF was right in that thing. The only thing you're remembered for is a pipe bomb. Well, I'm a nuke. You know what I mean? So I think he's right in that regard. And I think you're going to keep it on Page for a while, and you're probably going to get Page versus MJF.
Yeah, where you finally have two AEW guys fighting for the belt.
Yeah, I don't.
But we really had two guys fighting for the AEW title. It's not new.
I guess Kenny Omega.
Yeah, but you have one of the pillars. Now you're gonna have Pillar versus. Oh, he's not part of the Pillar.
No, Adam Page is not considered part of the Pillar, but he was the first guy they ever talked about being the first AEW champion as an AEW guy.
Yes,
so
that's true.
So that's what I mean. And now you would finally see
he was the
Kenny Omega didn't make a name in AEW. Kenny Omega is known for New Japan and for his classic fights with Okada. So he has the recognition. That's why they gave it to Jericho. That's why they gave it to Mox. Then that's why they gave it to Kenny, because these guys have all name recognition.
Yes.
they're notoriously known for being great champions
I agree.
where they've been.
See,
Yeah.
how I
Adam-
agree with you once in a while.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that means we agree. Because for you to agree with me, that means I
Yes,
need to
we
agree with
agree.
you.
I don't know about Justin. Justin's
So
but we
so yeah. So now you finally have an AEW pure guy that's never been champion before.
Mhm.
And if he were to fight, like, see, I said that I would have preferred to see him chase the belt. But if he used to keep it, which is what's happening, then I would prefer the person to take it away from him to be an MJF or a Darby Allin or a Sammy Guevara or one of them the AEW guys that would come that made their names in AEW in All Elite. So I think that's the way to go with Page. Even though I think there's still room for him to get even more over. So that's why I think the chase would bring that. Him chasing the belt and him chasing the top heel would give that that push that he needs to be like the top face, so like really the top face. I don't know if he's yet the most popular baby face in AEW.
Page.
I'm not sure yet.
We're talking about
yeah,
gets
I
great-
don't know. Yeah.
He gets great pops, but I don't know. Sometimes in the match, when he does some of his stuff, they should be more
Crazier.
popping more.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you talk about popular, I think you would have to say it's Jericho.
Well, no, minus the song. Forget about the song.
Okay, minus the song, Sammy.
I think Sammy. I think Mox.
Mox.
Kingston is also very over, but maybe they're probably equal. I think Kingston and Adam Page are probably.
Darby.
Yeah, Darby's pretty over. Also.
Darby's pretty over. Yeah, Britt's pretty over.
I
Yeah,
love
Britt's,
her.
Britt's probably one of the top. Yeah.
Britt is probably one of the top. Kenny Omega obviously is there. But yeah, no, I would say Britt is more so than Adam.
Mhm.
CM Punk is
Yeah.
obviously more so than anyone.
Well, Britt
But
got really
that's-
popular with that match she had with
Thunder Rosa.
Thunder
Thunder
Rosa.
Rosa.
I was fired.
To me, that's the match of the year.
That's
We'll talk on a later on episode.
Yeah.
match of the year. That's a lot of cojones there for match of the year. It's a great match,
But
but match of the year.
I
Whoa.
think Adam Page needs that type of match to get to that
Yeah.
point. He needs that Becky Lynch open lip or that
Yeah.
that Stone Cold dripping
Well,
blood.
I mean, he had the cut.
Yeah, he did. He
That
did.
cut?
And it was at
He had
the
the
beginning
cut.
of the match.
Yeah,
At least he didn't drop himself on a burning table.
it's a valid point.
Hey, where was Cody?
He was, I don't know. Where he was.
Recovering
Oh yeah, that makes sense. You're right. It makes sense. Storyline
From his
wise,
wife.
makes-
Wait.
probably it's going to be on Rampage. So.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
So I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think that's about
Oh,
it.
no, that was just 1 hour.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
we go. We
Um,
forget.
I mean,
Well-
that could have been it, guys. A fun little fact: that match was more match. That match had the longest length compared to Raw and SmackDown put together
In wrestling, yeah.
in wrestling.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Serena Deeb, I love her.
I love it. That storyline. Justin, you could say there's a storyline now in the women's division now.
Can
you
we?
women?
Can we?
Well, it's their third match, right?
Yeah. There's a
Serena
storyline.
and Sheeta.
Fire match, but what the hell's the storyline?
Yeah, but they don't give us promos and segments to explain what's
Yeah.
going on. They just have a
Yes,
rematch.
I mean-
did
Well,
they
yes,
promo
they
last
did.
week?
They did Serena. Yes, Serena did last week. You're right. Yes, she did
Yeah.
talk.
Oh,
Yes.
come on.
It's true. She did talk a bit. Yes.
What? Because she backstabbed her or something? Like from like
She
4
said that
weeks
she's
ago?
going to destroy Serena because she's
But
the woman of
why?
she's a woman of 1,000 moves.
Oh, you Dean Malenko, Chris Jericho, the situation. So not only do you give me a rehashed storyline, you don't give it to me more often so I can know what the hell is happening. Fine. I like the match, though. I like the match. I just want more storyline. They need to give me more than a vignette for like 2 seconds. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because I'm not in it yet. I'm not in it yet. Am I, though? Am I? It's a great match. Great match. If I would have had a nice little feud to it, they're not consistent with it enough. They give it to you every so often, but then I forget the next week. Maybe I have amnesia. I don't know. But it's not consistent though. It's not there all the time, and I'm just like, okay. I like both these women. I love me some Sheeta. Serena Deeb has been my new favorite. Let's go. Good match. What was the point of it? Who knows? But good match.
Because that's exactly what Justin just said. What was the point of it? That's what we need. We need to know what's the point of this. Because I could sit down and watch and appreciate the good match that it was.
Yeah.
But was I emotionally invested in this match? Absolutely not.
Nope.
As a fan, no. So you got to give me more. You got to give me more. You got to. You got to make. You got to make maybe.
No emotion.
Yes, like make Serena do something that will be like, whoa! I can't believe she did that. She went that far. What the fuck? Right. Sheeta's gonna have to do something. Payback. Get some pay. None of that yet. There's none of that yet. Do I think the story is over? Maybe not. Because what's the for the 3 matches? What is it? 2-1 for Sheeta?
I felt like they didn't even say that on air, or maybe they did.
And that's a bit the fault of the commentary team. Maybe they should
explain this. Entice me. What the only negative thing I have is I didn't like the little pouch that she had there.
Yeah.
The Sheeta.
That looked weird. Yeah,
stupid. I'm like, you're gonna hurt yourself.
That's security reasons. Somebody might get hurt. Yeah.
Do you like the announce team without JR? That's fast.
I mean, it sounds consistent. It sounds like they know what they're doing. It was yes. Do I like? I mean, look, I don't mind JR being there. But I mean, I miss JR, sure. But do I need JR to be there either to enjoy the commentary team? No, I don't.
I enjoy Taz.
Taz does a good job.
I like that. I like
Taz. I think Taz is creeping up to me. I think I'm liking him now.
So. Are you wearing his colors?
It's true. Black and orange. Yeah.
This is you sir, you got a point.
Hey, we agree with you again. Look at that.
Okay. We're ending it there.
No, wait. I wanna say something about the guy who appeared on Final Battle. About EC3's faction, Control Your Narrative.
Yes.
Right, with Buddy Matthews, and now we've just found out at final battle, Braun Strowman, which is now being called Titan. Adam Scherr, his real name, showed up and I was part of that faction. And just to be clear, EC3 they don't belong to any promotion. Mm-hmm. They appear on Impact, they appear on Ring of Honor, and EC3 has his own promotion. So they're kind of free agents. They're creating a name for themselves on social media.
The faction?
There's EC3, Buddy Matthews, Braun Strowman, and there's 2 other guys that I didn't see them properly, so I wouldn't be able to.
You didn't see the poster with them and Cross?
Oh, and Killer Cross has just been announced as part of the faction also.
Oh my god! Okay, that's a beast of a fat. What the fuck?
That's all muscle, my friends.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they show up one way or the other. I think they're just creating hype, not right now, to maybe get a call from Tony Khan or something, but they don't need to because they're on Impact and EC3.
Adam's name is now called
Titan.
Titan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or Adam Scherr. They said Adam Scherr on.
They mentioned his real name. Yeah.
So.
But then I think some of them he wants to be called Titan now, or EC3 wants him to be called Titan. I remember they saying something like that. So that's for our listeners out there. Just keep on lookout for Control Your Narrative faction. They'll be appearing here and there, and I'm intrigued in what these guys can do and where they'll end up.
Cool. Anything else before we wrap?
So it looks like they're gonna go down from 20 to 10 people.
Okay.
For limit and capacity of 50% for restaurants, bars, and thing. And I can't read French, so I don't know what else it says, but yeah. But wrestling wise, no. But wait, what was the last match of AE Dubs?
It was Dante against MJF for the
right.
For the
I mean, we got to talk about that a little.
Ring, right?
Diamond Ring. That match was fire. I'm not shocked by what Dante can do, but I'm still amazed by everything that he can do.
I didn't even know if it was his third ring. What happened to the second one?
Well, he won it last year. At
He
Winter's
won it
Coming.
last year at Winter's Coming, I guess.
don't remember.
Because I remember when he first won, that's when Wardlow came into the picture. So he won it. I don't keep track, but yeah.
Because I think last year was his winning the diamond ring was
It was
over.
with the whole Scorpio Sky bullshit. I
Yeah.
think when Scorpio Sky was in it, and
I think it was over because of Sting premiering on that day. Like,
yeah,
it
we
really
kinda
passed
do.
like under the radar type of thing.
Yeah.
But,
Well, we got no surprise this week, so you know,
Yeah.
and then we now know everything that happened, and we'll remember that MJF won it the third time. No surprise. The Young Bucks announced, or Adam Cole announced to the Young Bucks that he's going to have a little surprise for them
Kyle.
at Holiday Bash or whatever it's
Kyle.
called. Why would it be Kyle?
well, I think that's what they want us to think.
It's Kyle.
But why would it be Kyle? Well, what's
Oh.
the correlation between Bucks and Kyle?
They were together in the Ring of Honor.
That's it. Were they a team though?
I'm
I
not
don't even know
sure.
if they
don't
work
think so.
together in.
That's it. So
Ring of
I,
Honor.
I don't know why people are saying Kyle, especially for a Young Buck scenario. So,
Maybe that's where Adam backstabs the Bucks.
I could be that, and maybe that's where Kyle comes in, because then that would make sense.
I
for
think that
the-
was just done to tease.
And then Kenny comes up.
I don't think Kenny's coming
No,
back.
no,
yet.
Kenny's not coming back. Not this early. Well, we never know, right?
Oh, yeah.
We thought Brock wasn't going to come back until Royal Rumble, and he came back way before. So we don't know.
Well,
but
I mean, he was also injured and stuff. So
yes, it's true. He does. He said his body is messed up, so he needs some time off. So I don't think we'll be seeing him. I think that was done just to tease for people to think it's Kyle O'Reilly, or that somebody new is going to show up to try to get the ratings back over 1 million, because ratings are not doing so great. So I think that's what they wanted to do. Now, I don't think there will be Kyle. I think it's more like a Christmas gift or I don't know, or a new pair of shoes. I think they're gonna swerve us with something like that. You know, it won't be nothing significant.
oh, okay. They got to give us a surprise though. I don't know, because Tony Khan was talking about a freaking surprise.
He
and
said an
how
upcoming,
next upcoming, you know, like give me something before the year. Maybe I'm an impatient bastard, but you know, it is what it is. Maybe we'll see something on Rampage. Rampage, we have a few matches, so I don't know how much you can do.
Oh, do you want to hear something fast? 2 years ago today, Roman was pinned for the last time in WWE by Baron Corbin.
Hey, freaking
that's-
Baron.
At 720 and 30 days.
Yeah.
Wow. I knew his title reign was over 400.
Uh,
But last time he got pinned. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
well, last time he got pinned, not the last time he lost, because Xavier
yeah.
Woods has got
Yeah.
that.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true.
So
Damn. Good job, Corbin. The only one man enough to do it. That's why he's so happy now.
Acknowledge him.
Acknowledge Baron Corbin.
never.
Happy Corbin.
Happy Corbin.
Okay. Let's
But
go.
that's it. That's it, guys. We gotta
Yeah,
listen to this death that
Let's go
we're
see
all
what
gonna
our,
experience in 45 minutes.
what our leader has to
In
say.
15. In 15.
In 15 minutes, excuse me.
All right, take us
So,
home.
yeah, guys, so that was your Thursday night recap. A lot happened. Winter is coming, but it hasn't ended yet, as we still have, of course, AEW Rampage, which will be your second portion of Winter is coming. We won't probably be here on Wednesday, as looks like there wasn't a big surprise, unless there is. We'll see. We'll always keep you posted on our socials, where you, of course, can follow Kid Crazy at...
You can see me on Twitter at Costa_Saltita or on WTN. Communicate with us.
Boom. And of course, Big Red is at
At Big Red _WT.
and
WT Inform, WTN everywhere.
WTN.
everywhere.
WTN everywhere.
WTN everywhere.
WTN everywhere. Yeah, that's me.
Perfect. Well played. It's a shirt. Yeah,
Don't
and of
start.
course at JLB420 or at Real Talk Radio 8 on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, of course, at WTN Wrestling on Twitter and Facebook as well. We're everywhere. So if you want to communicate with us, we are there. Links will be in the doobly-doos, so certainly you can check those. I do have a podcast about everything called Real Talk Radio, anchor.fm/RTR. So certainly check that out for all your randomness of entertainment. I got you covered in some way, shape, or form. So there is that. But we'd like to thank our WTN Nation for listening, for watching. Please, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know where to find us. And if not, if nothing crazy happens, we will see you next week. Oh, I just want to congratulate Bret Hart on becoming the first wrestler
Canadian Hall of
for the
Fame.
Canadian Walk of Fame.
Walk of Fame.
I just remembered it was very weird on the outro, but congratulations to Bret Hart for being the first wrestler to represent all of Canada in the Canadian Walk of Fame, I believe it is. Not
Yes,
Hall
Walk of Fame. Yes, Walk
If
of
you
Fame.
would like to watch that, it is on tonight at 8 p.m. on CTV, I believe. So you can certainly check that out. So
The excellence
Canada,
of execution.
the excellence of execution. He is the best there is, the best there was. We are the best there ever will be in podcasting goodness. So until next time, guys, ciao for now.